Welcome to Student Stories, and in this episode, we're talking to Kayla Cortez, who is graduating May 2026 with her degree in molecular biology. Welcome, Kayla.
Thank you for having me.
I want a simple question, but it's also kind of complicated. Tell me about your journey to CSUN. Was college always on your career path? Was it that you come from a long line of college educators, or what is it?
Okay, so that's kind of funny. It's my brother at the time. He was in Long Beach. He was the first person in our family to
Cal
go.
State Long Beach?
Yes, Cal State Long Beach. Yes, he was the first person in like our family to enter college. It's never been something we've done. My family never really did that. My parents had me early, and my brother really early at a young age. So I entered as a criminology major at first because I wanted to be a detective or like a forensic scientist because I really liked investigating things. I was very curious. So that's what I did. And I was taking my classes here. It was online over Zoom because I graduated. I was class of 2020 for high school.
Ooh,
Yeah.
COVID.
Yeah. So drive-through ceremony. That's what I had. But yes, so I was online for like the first year. So I did live at home. But then once everything lifted, I moved here. And everything was still kind of like over Zoom. I think it was like around Valentine's Day where it was like in 2 weeks we'll be in person, guys. Like you guys are gonna come in person, and I was just like, oh crap, like I don't know if I could do this. But I ended up finding like a place here, and then a little bit through my first year and a half with my classes, I realized like, oh, these criminology classes, like this is just like I'm writing a lot. Like I'm doing just writing about like law and stuff like that. Like this is not what I expected. This isn't what I wanted to do. And so then I remember meeting with like multiple advisors, like from criminology to like the bio, because I was like, I want to be a forensic scientist. Like I like science. Like I don't think this major is for me. And then eventually, like I remember, I think it was Dr. Richardson. Like that's the one who I had for my advisement for my first time. She looked at the Cal State LA like master's program, and they're like, yeah, you need to be like a bio major. So then I switched to cell and molecular bio because I thought that would pertain most to forensic science. And then I eventually, I basically had to start all over because I had only taken like astronomy, like 100, like Spanish, like very like non bio major courses for like GEs and all that stuff. So I had to start from the beginning with like Chem 100, pre-calc, all that stuff. And I did it. I was like, you know what, the time, because it would prolong my graduation by like maybe 2 years, a year and a half. But I was like, you know what, like it's fine. Like I don't care. Like this is my passion. Like I want to do this. I'm going to do it right. Like I'll start all over. Like that's fine. Like I won't regret it because I'll be much happier. And then, so that's what I did. And then I remember Dr. Zavala, she sent me an email, or I think she sent like a mass email to all the students about the URISE program. And I was like, you know what, like, let me apply. Like, let me just apply. Like, I don't know what PhD is. I think that will help me, like, get into research. I don't know how you do that, like, all that stuff. I applied, and then I got in, and then I was in it for... I'm in my third year, and then Dr. Zavala thankfully like extended me for this last year that I was here.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. That means you're doing research. What are you doing?
So I'm using a scanning electron microscope to look at the skin of sharks and rays. They're cartilaginous fish, the class of elasmobranchs. So I'm looking at the skin structures and everything, trying to see if we can identify, one, to see if we can we characterize the skin, like this is the epidermis, this is the dermis, this is the muscle layer, and then can we see these like sensory receptors that are very similar to like other vertebrates that have these receptors, like for like pain, pressure, like distortion, light touch, and then also like these sensory organs that sharks and rays have to use to navigate the water, and then just to sense like prey if they need to. So that's what I'm doing. And then we do a lot of immunohistochemistry. So I'm staining a lot to look at the nerves and like the nuclei of like the cell structures and stuff. And then we do a lot of staining techniques So it's basically staining like the collagen, like the regular skin, like pink, and then the nuclei like all purple and stuff like that.
How does that relate to forensic science? Or you changed your
yes.
track?
Oh my God, I
Have you
forgot to-
changed your
Yes.
track?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Sorry. I'm like, you just asked for like my pathway. Like this is what I took. Yes. Sorry. So after my first year, and in URISE, or like my first year, like doing research and stuff, kind of realized like, wow, this is cool. Like, originally I had worked with Dr. Kelson. I forgot to mention that was like a chemistry lab. We were working with cancer cells and trying to make like anti-tumor agents with like toxic cores. So I worked under his lab, and it was really cool. Like it was really interesting. Like I was culturing cells, like growing them. I was like, these are my babies. I was looking a lot at the chemistry, and it was really cool. And then you guys helped me apply for like summer internships and stuff to get ready for PhD programs. And so I eventually got, I applied to like 7 schools. Only one accepted me, and it was Harvard Medical School.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Only one.
I was
Harvard.
like, okay. I was like, I'll go here. Like, why not? And it was funny because my old like previous peers that were in Rise that were like a year above me, they were like, just apply there, just because I needed like one more school to like apply to, and they're like, oh, just apply there. Like we went there, like just go. So then I applied, I got accepted, and then I worked under Dr. Joan Brugge with my mentor, Dr. Mike Oliphant, and then they basically helped me kind of grow as a researcher and like learn more about like genomics, and then like learning more about like cancer and how it works, because they looked at breast cancer tissues. So that made me love biology more than ever before. I was like, wow, like this is what I can do. Like this is amazing. So after that, it kind of taught me like, Kayla, you want to do biology. Like that's what you want to do. And I fell in love with it. And so when I came back, I told Dr. Kelson, I was like, I'm so sorry, but like I want to switch into a biolab. Like I'm so interested in biology. Like I don't think chemistry is for me. I do like, he was very like understanding. He understood. He was just like, no, I understand like completely. Like that's amazing. So then I was reaching out to professors and stuff like that. And then eventually that's when I got into Dr. DeVillard's lab. So that's my...
So what's happened now? Are you going to PhD?
Not right now. I didn't apply because I needed a big mental health break. Sorry.
It's okay.
My dad, throughout my time here, he struggles with drug addiction. So a lot of that was going on. I had to be like a support system for my family. Particularly like my stepmom and my little sister, they were the ones that were impacted most by my father's decisions and his actions. And so for me, it was a lot. Like,
Yeah.
And then all that with like school. Very difficult indeed.
How did you do that?
I think for me, what kind of like motivated me more is just like, okay, like you need to finish. You have a goal you want to accomplish. You're just gonna do it. Like I just pushed myself to do it. Like I had a dream that I wanted to do. I wanted to live my life. I wanted to be happy. Like I think a lot of the times since my family was working so much, I was like, I'll work this much for a better future for myself. And so I think that's what motivated me a lot, to just continue working nonstop and then going to school. I was working at a movie theater, and then like recently, just this in February, they like closed the kitchen because I was a cook, and they were like, oh, because of like we're not doing well and stuff, we all lost our jobs in the kitchen. So I've just been going to school, and then thankfully because of Dr. Zavala funding me for like that 3rd year, like I don't have to try and like look for a job. Like
the stipends.
The stipend really helps. It really helped me a lot. Like prior to years, I was working 2 jobs. Like I worked Monday through Friday, and then like Friday afternoon to Sunday, I would be a dishwasher. So I'd like get home at like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then go to class the next day.
When you talk about switching majors and going into molecular biology, you light up. What is it about molecular biology in particular that excites you? I mean, it's most people who listen to this and say, "Oh, that's hard."
Yeah. Well, I always say this thing where if it's your passion, it's not tedious, it's not hard. It's more just like, oh, like this is how this works. Like you need to like learn it. I don't know. For me, I just find it very interesting knowing like how your body's working, like how the cells are interacting with our environment and with whatever's happening in our body. I have a very keen interest in immunology. I fell in love with that class. It was Dr. Banner, and then Dr. Malone was also teaching it. They made me really fall in love with the class and like learning about like the cells and how they work, how they interact. And it made me want to change my PhD interest from cell biology to immunology, just because of like, I don't know, it's just so interesting to me. I'm such a curious person. Like a lot of my friends that aren't in school, they always ask me things like that, like, how does this work? What's the science behind this? And then I'm gladly like telling them like how it works, like showing them like this is what science is. Like it's so cool. Like this is how your body's reacting to like the food that you eat, or if there's like an infection, like this is how your body's responding to you. Like, this is why you have inflammation. Like, it's just so interesting to me. And, like, it's just, I love it so much. And I feel like, for me, like, my major, like, or this class, like, my major, like, saved me a lot of the time. Like, it motivated me to keep going, to my interest of learning and to keep going and moving forward. Like, it was my distraction from, like, everything that was happening with my family. And then me being so tired from work and all this stuff, like, I was just so in love with it, and I think it helped me a lot, like find my passion and stuff like that, and it just kept motivating me.
What do you hope eventually? I know you're going to take some time off to help family find some balance. 'Cause
Yes.
you can't find the answers, but you can.
Yeah, definitely.
But what do you want to do with your degree?
I want to be a teacher. I want to be a professor, yes. For me, a lot of the times, like, I would tutor people, like, I remember in the library on the second floor when we used to have like the whiteboards and stuff like that for like Chem 102, 101, like I would get a whiteboard and I'd like teach concepts to students, like my peers, and they would ask me questions, and because I understood it, I'd just be explaining it to them, and I loved talking about it. I loved like teaching people new things. And then for me, it made me realize like, Kayla, like you really like teaching, like you really like helping people like learn, or like helping them understand like this is how it works, this is how something works. Like it's amazing. So for me, I do want to get my PhD, and then eventually probably be like an associate professor or something. I don't think I want to be like a PI yet. I can't see myself be a PI, but I do love teaching and I find it really fun, so that's what I want to do.
You have Lake Elsinore and you had Northridge. What did CSUN become to you as you were juggling these two environments?
Oh, it became my home, definitely. I do love Lake Elsinore. That will always be like where I grew up. Or I have so many memories there. But I think here, like especially now, as I was struggling through everything and trying to like find myself here, I found so many friends and like so many people that I can call family, because they're just so amazing. And they're all different majors too. It's funny, like I have people that were like construction management, people from psychology, sociology. I made like a lot of friends here.
How did your paths cross? How did those friendships build?
We had a calculus together, calculus of life sciences.
Calculus brings together.
Yes, it does. It was so funny. I would teach them, like my friends that became my friends. I first like showed them like how to do some of like the math and stuff. Don't ask me now. I don't think I'll remember. But I showed them like, oh, this is how you do this. This is like carbon decay. Like this is how you do it. And then they eventually became my friends. And then they've been friends with me for like almost like 2-3 years now, I think. I don't know. It's been a long time. And then even you guys, like my cohort and the cohort before me, we all got along so well. We bonded so well. And like,
is there one particular incident or a particular experience that stands out to you about your time here?
well, well, I'll just explain it. We'll see if this relates to it. But the other day, I was talking to Dr. Takahashi. She's my bacterial genetics professor, and we were just talking about stuff. And I was talking to her about like, oh, I'm scared to present, like, because I have social anxiety. I have very bad like stage fright, like talking in front of people. I freeze. I don't know why I freeze. I just do. And we have CSUN Symposium this Friday, and so I was telling her like, yeah, I'm presenting, but I don't really want to do it. She was like, but you've come a long way, and I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, before, like, if you were going to do a poster presentation, like, you cried and like you just shut down, like you didn't even do it at all, and now you can stand in front of people at least for a short duration and like talk to them, or at least like just speak to them about your science and stuff like that. And for me, I was just like, oh, really? I was like, I still feel like I'm the same person from like that one time, like where you saw me present. And so for me, I think for me, it was just like, oh wow, like I'm doing it. Like I have grown, and I didn't realize it.
That was my next question. I was going to ask, besides the academics, which you clearly are excelling at, if you can teach other people, what did you learn about yourself at CSUN?
I think for me, what shows me a lot is like now when I'm like in lab, like I'm by myself and I'm like doing stuff and I'm just like looking at the protocol, and maybe I'll ask Michelle, like my lab manager, like, is this how you do it? Like, are you sure? Because of my anxiety. But I think for me, it was just showing, like, I've been noticing that, like, wow, like you're being a scientist, like you're doing this, like you can do it, like you got that, like, you know, the imposter syndrome, like it always hits. But I think that's what I've been noticing a lot is like I can do things that I keep telling myself that you can't do.
The little girl who grew up in Lake Elsinore is a grown woman who is looking at PhD programs.
Back then, when I was a kid, funny thing, I wanted to be a boxer.
A boxer?
Yeah. I wanted to be like a UFC fighter or something. I remember that was like my dream. I was like, I'm going to do that. Because to me, like, science wasn't something that I could do. Like, you can't reach that, Kayla. Like, that's not like a thing. Like, you don't know what that is.
But you've just spent the past, 3-4 years in the lab?
I know, I proved myself wrong. But that's what was interesting to me is like at first, like I, like prior to like joining you guys and everything, like I didn't know what I was doing. Like I was just here going to school, doing my best because like, oh, it's college. Like you need to take it more seriously. Like this isn't high school. And I was like, what can I do with this? Like, how am I going to do this? Like, I don't know, like we'll figure it out. And then, yeah, like now I'm like, wow, you can do it. And I feel like that's what's very motivating for me as well, is like if I do become like a teacher, I want to tell students like you can do it. Like you can, if you want to do PhD, if you want to do research or just work in like industry, you can do it. Like it's possible for anybody. Like sometimes it just takes like a cold email to like a professor like, hey, can I work in your lab? And then they'll like, okay, like come by. So for me, it's just like, you can do it. Like, it's okay. Like ask the questions, go to their office hours, talk to them. Like they're people too. Like they have interests just like you do. Like it's fine. Like don't be afraid. Like that's what I would always tell myself. Like just have a conversation with them. Like just be you. And then, yeah.
It sounds to me that your experience at CSUN, because you didn't have a role model to say, hey, this is how to navigate. You had to figure it all out by yourself.
Yeah.
But it sounds like the environment was here welcomed someone like you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was amazing. Like I love the school. Like I love all the professors. Like I don't think they know how much of an impact they've had on me. Because I feel like if they weren't like welcoming or like had open arms, I feel like I'd probably drop out. Like I wouldn't have been here. But I feel like because of them, like, and like them like answering my questions or like just, well, like what questions do you have? Or like me explaining like how to do things, whatever. I think it made me very comfortable here. It made me very like fall in love with the school. And I just really like the faculty here. They're all really nice.
Do you want your little sister to come here?
I do. So my plan after I graduate is to have my little sister and my stepmom move here, and I'll just work and like help them as much as I can and like help my sister and at least be there for her.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I'm hoping I'm a professor somewhere. I don't know where. I would love to come back here. I mean, I wouldn't be upset for that. But I hope to be like a professor somewhere, like at least teaching people or at least doing something where I can help people. That's where I kind of see myself. But yeah.
Kayla, thank you so much for sitting down and telling us your story and telling us what it's like to be a matador. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I can hardly wait to see what you do next because I know it's going to be just
Thank you.
fantastic. And thank all of you for joining us for this episode of Student Stories.